Hello everybody, welcome on in. If you are new around here, I am astrologer Victoria from Your Wings of Ascension. And it is Monday, which means it is the moon day, which is so perfect because the moon has done something very significant over the weekend. We're going to talk about that, and we are going to break down today's astrology for Monday, August 7th of 2023. Alright, so as I said, the moon did something very significant over the weekend. And the moon over the weekend was in the sign of Aries, which is the first time it has been in Aries since the nodes have changed from Taurus and Scorpio to Aries and Libra. So the North Node is now in Aries, the South Node is in Libra. With the moon being in Aries, yep, you guessed it, it got all the way up there to the same point as the nodes. They met, they had a conjunction, and the moon has passed over it and is now in Taurus. Why is that significant? Because we've talked about the nodes a lot and how we understand that the North Node is where we're stepping into energetically, and the South Node is where we need to heal old wounds and move away from. With the nodes, knowing what they are, sometimes we don't really understand what they technically are. So that's why I've pulled this chart up for you guys to see that. So the nodes are obviously not real things. It's not up there. There's no node because it's not constantly moving and changing, right? This is the point of intersection of the sun and the moon's apparent rotational path around the earth. Yes, we understand that they are not rotating around the earth, that's just how we observe it here on Earth, but it works. It makes sense energetically. That's how it works out. So with the nodes being activated by the sun and the moon are the most important planets. Yes, I know they're not planets, they're luminaries, but in astrology we call them planets. The sun and the moon are the most important planets when we're talking about the nodes. So the moon being in Aries, sitting with, conjuncting, and then passing over that North Node was an activation of the nodes. We won't fully be kicked into this energy until the sun gets to this point, but, well, not gets to this point, but till the sun makes it a strong aspect to it. But this is a big moment. So this happened to us on Sunday over the weekend. We are now starting to really feel into this new story of Aries Libra. So really significant moment because we have crossed the threshold. We have stepped over the North Node with one of the activators, the moon, and we are now feeling into this story completely. So let's look at today's astrology as a whole. As we discussed, the moon has moved through Aries. You can see it is now in Taurus. It has crossed over that North Node, big activating moment. So the moon here in Taurus gives us a grounded sense of stability. We understand from a logical, simplistic point of view what's happening with our life, right? And we had, again on Sunday, a very big moment with the sun exact square over to Jupiter. And we felt this building up for a few days. We're going to feel it again for a few more days. But this is essentially, as we've talked about, our ego going through a uncomfortable growth moment where we have to reevaluate our life, everything about our life, the way we get up, what we do during our day, the way that we think, the way that we, literally every element of our life is being forced to go under the microscope because Jupiter rules over our belief structure, our higher beliefs. So what are we not doing, or what are we doing that's in or out of alignment with our true beliefs? This can be a completely weird moment because we're either seeing where, yeah, I'm actually doing what I didn't think I was doing, good for me. Or it's oh, I get it, I haven't been doing this, even though I say I want it, I haven't been doing it. Anytime we have Jupiter, we have expansion. So that means we can have bursts of ego where we can be super bold, super confident, or we can have the underside where we have the burst of the shadow side where we fall into massive insecurities, massive doubts. So this is a real reflective time where we're seeing who we are and what we believe. But because the moon is here and the moon will get pretty close to Jupiter, we have the emotional comfort, stability to really dig into this. And my advice for today is to really get into the basics. I know I said this for Sunday, but with the moon being here, we feel into the most basic parts of who and what we are. Looking at what we do every day is a perfect start. Is your day truly structured, built, formed around your belief system, or are you just getting up and doing what you need to do to survive? Are you in survival mode, or you are in thrival mode? This is an evaluation of that. And having this Taurus here that's all about the basics, that lives to live the good life, we can really start to see where we need to make change. Also, very important that we honor where we have made changes and where we've grown into. Because yes, we talk about healing. That's why we do this. We talk about growth. That's why we do this. But a lot of times we forget to see how far we've come, to celebrate how far we've come. So do make time to reflect. Do make time to journal, to meditate, to do whatever you need to do. And then see how far you've come. Praise yourself for how far you've come. The sun's in Leo, you deserve it. And then see where you can adjust, because this is a great time for it. And with that moon crossing over the North Node, we're fully into this Aries North Node where we are taking ownership of our life and we are becoming our true self. And this is a key moment on that journey. So, as I tell you every time, my friends, you've got this. We've got this. I love you all very much, and I will see you on Tuesday.